Well, I'm sure glad Larry went second. Tom was talking to one of the law bulletin reporters, and he was saying how he ended his speech, and I was saying we better get the whiskey away from Tom. He's saying all these nice things. I said, well, maybe get him another whiskey. You're cut off. I want to give thanks to my lovely wife, Sue, who's been there for many, many years. We've known each other 40 years and married 38. So she's been there all the time, thick and thin, and I love her and appreciate her. My kids for being here, and my partners, and lawyers in the firm and their better halves, thank you for being here. And everybody, thank you for being here. Senator Durbin, there's no better friend to consumers and to me and to you than our Senator, Richard Durbin. He's always been there for us, and I truly appreciate that. And all the Leonard Ring Award winners, thank you, those of you who are here, and for those who couldn't be here. It's a great honor. There's no greater honor that one could get in our organization than the Leonard Ring Award, because there was no greater man. And I first met Leonard when our case was Wright versus Senator Page. It was Jack Hayes' case, and I was a law clerk. And Leonard would come over and I'd do research for the group, and we got to be friends, and I was only in law school, but he became a mentor to me, and you learn from that. You learn about what a wonderful guy, how humble he is, how self-effacing he is, and he became a true friend. A little about Leonard, because this award is really not about us getting an award. It's about mentoring. It's about meeting a person who's so wonderful and so humble and such a tremendous advocate. I mean, if you think about Leonard, before he went into World War II, he was at the University of New Mexico Mining School. He was at medical school at the University of Louisiana. And then he went into World War II. He was a tank commander in World War II, the 12th Armored Division, the Hellcats they called him. And then he came back, and he went to law school, graduated from DePaul, and he's just such a wonderful guy. He was the guy who defeated Norfolk, the case that he took up and single-handedly got Norfolk knocked out. That was Gracie versus Howlett. He developed strict liability, Savada versus White Motors, the first strict liability case. That was Leonard Ring's case. The Wright versus Senator Page, he got rid of the medical malpractice cap. That was Leonard Ring's case. So look at all the things Leonard did. He was one of the most humble, wonderful persons. And I know one of the thrills he had, I went over to his office often, and one time he gave me a tour, and he told me, he said, this is Donna's office. And he was so proud, because Donna Ware, you're over it. If you can raise your hand, Donna Ring. There she is. She's a wonderful lady, Donna Ring. He was so proud. She had a little office in his law office where she used to raise money for the Franciscan sisters, pro bono. And he said, this is where Donna works. She raises money for the Franciscan sisters. And then he said, you know what Donna does? Christmas time, 20 below zero, she's got me putting up Christmas ornaments, Joe. He said, I'm a Jewish guy. She's got her Franciscan office in my office. She's got me putting ornaments, Christmas ornaments, 20 below. He said, you got to tell me I got the bases covered. But that was the type of guy Leonard was, down to earth as you could be, never trying to capitalize on any client. He was not only president of ATLA, he's president of ITLA. And there aren't many ITLA trial lawyers who remember the Illinois Lawyers Association, right? They're appellate lawyers. They're different than we trial lawyers. Leonard was not only a member of both, He was president of the Illinois Trial Lawyers, and shortly thereafter, the next year, he became president of the Illinois Appellate Lawyers Association. There's probably no lawyer in the history of Illinois that's been president of both organizations, because everyone loved Leonard. He was just a lovely guy, self-effacing, humble, no ego, and he'd be the first to call when you got a big verdict. So I'm happy to accept this award today to me, but I want everybody to remember what it's really about. It's about one of the greatest trial lawyers, greatest appellate lawyers in the history of Illinois, Leonard Ring. That's what it's really about. About keeping his name alive for as long as we're around and hopefully thereafter. Everybody needs to remember what Leonard did. And for the young people, remember that name, because there was no one nicer and there was no one better. And before I conclude, so everybody knows, when I make these phone calls raising money for Senate candidates, Leonard Ring was the liaison from the ABA to the federal judiciary. So he couldn't put his name on a document raising money. So he got me in 1982, as a lawyer 5 years, to be his surrogate raising money for candidates. So we put trial lawyers for, Harriet Wood was the first candidate we raised money for. Trial lawyers for Harriet Wood. And then I'd make calls, Leonard would make calls for Harriet Wood. And that was Leonard who first got me involved. So if I call you for a candidate on behalf of Senator Durbin or another candidate, blame Leonard, don't blame me. I always felt bad because it was in 1982 and Harriet Wood was a wonderful candidate, a great lady, and we lost by about 2 points. And we lost because Harriet Wood ran out of money. She had some wonderful commercials and she ran out of money and lost the race by 2 percentage points. She would have been the first woman elected statewide at that time in the history of Missouri. She ended up winning for lieutenant governor, but she was a wonderful lady. And we would have won, but for the fact that we ran out of money. So that just was a lesson to me that you can't give up. You got to do what you got to do. You got to help all the people running for office, because they in turn will help our clients, the consumers, and preserve the Seventh Amendment right to a jury trial. So I think I've taken up enough time. I'm going to take care of Tom after this. I won't do it now. To show I'm going to turn the other cheek, despite what he said. Turn the other cheek. Won't be bygones, be bygones. Turn it.